Music of North Korea is heavily influenced by the political situation in the country. Many songs are related to the North Korean cult of personality. Tae-yoon-keo, after the division of Korea in 1945 and the establishment of North Korea in 1948, revolutionary songwriting traditions were channeled into support for the state, eventually becoming a style of patriotic song called Tae-yoon-keo in the 1980s, combining classical Western symphonic music and Korean traditional musical forms. The songs are generally sung by female performers with accompanying bands or choirs accompanied by a large orchestra or concert band. North Korean music follows the principles of Jewish ideology. The characteristic march-like, upbeat music of North Korea is carefully composed, rarely individually performed, and its lyrics and imagery have a clear, optimistic, socialist content. Much music is composed for movies, and the works of the Korean composer Lee Sang-yoon, who spent much of his life in Germany, are popular in North Korea. Pop music. Under Kim Il-sung's era, only ideologically correct music was allowed. Jazz music in particular was considered out of bounds. Many artists, however, found the way around these limitations by writing ideologically correct lyrics while taking liberties with the score. Under Kim Jong-il, previously forbidden genres, even jazz, became permissible and encouraged. Many North Korean pop songs are usually performed by a young female singer with an electric ensemble, percussionists, and accompanying singers and dancers. Some North Korean pop songs such as Whipperum, set to the lyrics of North Korean poet Cho Ki-chon, have become popular in South Korea. They are primarily influenced by Korean pop music, and songs have titles like Don't Ask My Name, Our Life is Precisely a Song, We Shall Hold Bayonets More Firmly, The Joy of Bumper Harvest Overflows Amidst the Song of Mechanization, The Dear General Uses Distance Shrinking Magic, Song of Bean Paste, My Country Full of Happiness, Pleasant Snack Time, I Also Raised Chickens, The Shoes My Brother Bought Fit Me Tight, Potato Pride, and many more. Songs like We're One and Reunification Rainbow sing of the hopes for Korean reunification. In 2012, North Korea's first girl band, the Moranbong Band, made the world debut. They are a group of about 16 North Korean women who were hand-selected by Kim Jong-un. BBC radio disc jockey Andy Kershaw noted on a visit to North Korea that the only recordings available were by the pop singers John Hae-young, Kim Kwang-suk, Jo Kum Hwa and Ri Pun-hui, and the group Swang Jason Light Music Band, the Mansudai Art Troupe and the Pekonbo Electronic Ensemble, who play in a style Kershaw refers to as light instrumental with popular vocal. There is also the State Symphony Orchestra, the Sea of Blood Opera Company, 2 choruses, an orchestra and an ensemble dedicated to Lee Sang-yoon's compositions, all in Pyongyang. The Pyongyang Film Studios also produces many instrumental songs for its films, and several programs on Korean Central Television have music made and performed by the Central Radio and Television Orchestra. North Korean pop music is available for visitors to Pyongyang at the Korea Hotel, a No. 1 department store. Folk music. Some religious or original folk music may still exist in North Korea, but reliable sources are absent in the West. Instruments. Like Korean music in general, North Korean music includes kinds of both folk and classical, courtly music, including genres like sanjo, pansori, and nongik. Pansori is long vocal and percussive music played by one singer and one drummer. The lyrics tell one of 5 different stories, but is individualized by each performer, often with updated jokes and audience participation. Nongik is a rural form of percussion music, typically played by 20 to 30 performers. Sanjo is entirely instrumental that shifts rhythms and melodic modes during the song. Instruments include the chango drum set against a melodic instrument, such as the gaegeum or ajarame. In North Korea, traditional instruments have been adapted in order to allow them to compete with Western instruments. Many older musical forms remain and are used in both traditional performances that have been attuned to the ideas and the way of life of the modern North Korean Communist state, and to accompany modern songs in praise of Kim Il-sung, his son and successor, Kim Jong-il, and Kim Jong-un from 2012 onward, plus songs that wish for a reunited Korea, thus creating a mix of traditional and Western music that is truly North Korean. A unique variant of Korean music as a whole, mixing the old and the new. The modern Ongyeusjeum zither and the Sohjeum 4-stringed fiddle are North Korean modernized versions of traditional Korean musical instruments, both used in traditional and modern musical forms. Military music, in contrast, often makes extensive use of Western brass, woodwind, and percussion instruments, often omitting the Korean ones entirely. Although usually original compositions, the melodies are not easily distinguishable from Western ones in the absence of the lyrics, which heavily feature the customary ideologically oriented content. Active musical groups and ensembles. Military Song and Dance Ensemble of the Korean People's Army. Korean People's Army State Merited Chorus and Ensemble. Song and Dance Ensemble of the Korean People's Navy. Song and Dance Ensemble of the Korean People's Air Force. Song and Dance Ensemble of the Department of People's Security of the DPRK. Central Military Band of the Department of the People's Armed Forces of the DPRK. Women's Military Marching Band of the Department of People's Security of the DPRK. Civilian Unhasu National Orchestra, State Symphony Orchestra of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Yesangyoon Symphony Orchestra, Pekonbo Electronic Ensemble, Wang Jason Light Music Band and Wang Jason Dance Troupe, Moranbong Band, Chongbong Band. Musical groups under the Mansudai Art Troupe. Mat Merited Women's Instrumental Insmebul Mat Samji Yon Band. Mat Chorus and Symphony Orchestra, Central Radio and Television Orchestra, National Folk Art Troupe, Pyongyang Film Studios Orchestra, Fabada Opera Troupe, Symphony Orchestra of the Pyongyang Children's Palace.